if you've got me on the phone, put the phone on the side and put it at its loudest so that you can still hear me. But put it on the side that it's not touching your skin, it's not touching you. Just on the side where you can still hear me. Tell me when you've got that ready and you can still hear me. We can do it right now and you'll see how quickly it is. You can connect to anything, Pablo. I can hear you. Okay, right now. Take a deep breath in, close your eyes, clap your hands, rub it. Keep rubbing the palms of your hands. I'm going to connect with you. Is that okay? I got you nodding your head, so that's a yes. Josh, welcome in. Quickly, guys, just hold the comments. I'm going to connect to Pablo quickly, and we're going to do this together. Okay. I saw you nodding your head. Put your phone down. Keep rubbing your hands until your hands, the palm of your hands, get warm. Keep rubbing your hands. Close your eyes. Keep rubbing your hands until the palm of your hands are warm. Take deep breaths in and exhale. Once you feel the heat on the palms of your hands, put one hand on your heart and the other one on your belly, just below your belly button. Keep breathing. You're going to feel 2 heartbeats. Okay, now, in your mind, say, I feel my energy. I feel my energy now. I choose to feel the energy on my skin. I now connect to the lake. And in your mind, while your eyes are closed, see the lake. Feel the lake. As you feel the lake, become one with the lake, as if you are the water. Feel the air on your skin. Keep feeling it. Just silence the mind. Silence the thoughts. Every time a thought comes into your mind, take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And now tell yourself, I release the need of control. I release the need of control. I choose to hear. I choose to listen. And then let me know when you felt it, let me know when you've heard it, and let me know when you got your message. They're telling me you received something, so somehow, somewhere you received something now. The truth. Can you do me a favor? With all the love in my heart that I have for you, can you fuck off, please? The only weak people is you. It's the one that wants chaos, the one that kills people for the sake of a name of a thing. Fuck off. You want to kill people and you say I'm breaking homes? Fuck off. Thank you, Deanna, for blocking him. I appreciate you. Pablo, let me know when you received your message. Just stay in that moment until you get your message. Be there now. Thank you, Deanna. And when you finish connecting, Pablo, I had to so much not, yeah, I agree, Deanna. I'm grateful for you. Would you be okay with that? Pamela, would you be okay with that? I don't mind. I can do it now. Do you want me to do it now? Done. This felt nice. I literally felt the air coming through the pores of my face. Yes. But you try next time all over. Pamela, you're going to have to get off the live and come back in because right now it's not going to show. So get off and come back in so that you're able to do it. Otherwise, okay, it's still showing now. Never mind. It's showing now. Pablo, instead of feeling it on your face, try and feel it all over your skin from head to toe. That means from head to toe. So if you only felt it on your face, that means somewhere, somehow, you've disconnected to a certain section, and that would be your heart. So ask quickly now, am I connected to my heart space? Ask yourself, am I connected to my heart space? Tap your heart. Am I connected to my heart space? See if you can get a yes or a no. There's no judgment here. So if you get a no, I'll guide you how to get it. Josh, welcome in. Deanna, welcome in. Thank you guys for tapping the screen. We're going to do meditation now. Deanna, I love your hashtags. I know I'm not. I haven't felt connected to my heart in a while. All right. So if you haven't felt connected to your heart in a while, you need to learn to be still. In other words, get out here and come here. Right? So whenever you get into your head, don't judge it. Are you hearing me, Pablo? Every time something comes into your mind, you don't judge it. Don't say it's wrong. Don't say it's right. What you do is every time the thought comes into your head, take a deep breath in, exhale. 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the afternoon, 15 minutes in the evening. If you can do this 3 times a day for the next 21 days, where you just be still, right? You will start feeling your heart And in your mind, in that time when you are still, say, I am open to open my heart. Because remember, your heart is your magnet. Your heart is the one that attracts. But you still have to know your self-worth, your self-value, and always be natural. In other words, speak your truth. If you're angry, express your anger. If you're happy, express your happiness. Always be honest and truthful on how you feel. Kat, welcome in, love. Angel, I trust and know you're doing well, love. Right, Pablo. Do it for 21 days, 3 times a day. 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes. It takes commitment, Pablo. And remember, if you're not committed, you're telling yourself that you're going to attract people that are not going to commit to you the way you commit to yourself. So if you started, Pablo, don't stop with 21 days. Are you hearing me? Do not stop it for 21 days. Because once you start it and you don't commit, you're going to attract people into your life that has no commitment because you have no commitment to yourself. So be careful when you start something. If you feel you're not ready to commit and you're not ready to be committed, then don't start it until you are ready. It's called loving the world. Right, now as we're doing this meditation, loving the world, and you spread that love and you spread that light, I want you to see a beautiful world with so much love, so much peace, so much harmony. If you feel guided to share, share it. Daniela says, yeah, thank you for the hashtags. Ladybug, welcome in. Banjo in my lap now, meditation. You're going to do the banjo while we meditate? I love that. Thank you, Diana. I love those hashtags. I absolutely love those hashtags. All right. Shall we start? Nazipa says, heck yeah. I remember this from English class. Nothing meaning not anything has no value, can't progress. Nothing meaning not anything has no value, can't progress. That's actually the problem with English. Because when you are nothing, you can become a something. And when you are something, you can become a nothing. So nothing is still a something without being a thing. Susie. That was a download, by the way. That's 2 downloads in one day. Wow. 2 downloads in one life? I'm on a roll, my brothers and sisters. I feel it in my bones. It's going into my bones. I love you too. Problem with English, we need a defined thing. But even a defined thing means a no thing. Because when you give it a dot and a line, you're exclamationing it. In other words, you're defining it as a thing, which is an identity. You are defining it as a perceived self-I identity, which is the ego. The ego likes that identity, you know? But what if we didn't identify it as a thing? Because this is nothing, but yet it's something. It means nothing until you give it a meaning of a something. So we gave it the meaning of a galaxy. We gave it a meaning of a thing. But it's nothing, but still a thing. Oh my gosh, I was playing riff and you sang perfectly over it. Did you record it? Shit, you didn't record it. Josh, missed opportunities. It was meant for you, brother. It was meant for you. All things, the banjo and everything. All right, I'm going to meditate with you. I'm going to meditate with you. So let's do this. I'm going to meditate with these ants crawling up my legs. There's no food in here. This is what I don't understand. There's no food on the floor. But anywho, let's see if this is going to play.
your world. Get yourself into a beautiful, comfortable position, whether you're sitting down or lying down. Close your eyes, turning them slightly upwards as I begin to count down from 50 to 1. Allow your body to relax, fully relax. And as I count down to 1, the closer I get to 1, you're fully relaxed. Let us begin. 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 40, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. The body is relaxing. By the time we get to 1, you are fully relaxed. 4, 3, 2, 1. You have gone deeper and deeper. Now, see the room you are in, as if you were at the ceiling, looking down. Go higher and imagine that you are looking down at your house or building. Feels good. Let your imagination soar. You can see the whole town. You can see the whole state. You can see the whole province. You can see the whole country. Allow your imagination to embrace the whole realm, the whole planet, the whole system, the entire solar system. The whole galaxy, the whole space. In that space, feel the love. Feel the love. Embrace the love. Love. Give it love. Love. Give it love. Feel the love in that space. Feel space love you. Let space love you. Feel love for space. Feel the love in that space. Feel space love you. Let space love you. Feel love for space. Feel space love you. Now, space. Love you. Now, bring that love back to earth. Slowly coming back. Bring it back to your town. Bring it back. Back to your room. Back to the room where you are sitting or lying down in. Take a deep breath in. Now, as I count from 1 to 5, you'll slowly return. By the time I reach 5, you will open your eyes, feel wide awake, energized, refreshed, feeling great. 1, 2, 3. By the time I reach 5, you will open your eyes, feeling great, radiant, and loved. 4, 5. Open your eyes. You feel great, rejuvenated, loved, and ready. Loving your world.
How was that? They are us. They are Tico. They are reflections of us. They all us. It's versions of us standing before us. Every single one. Everything. And that is why I did the video. What makes a book different to a book? What makes a book different to a book? What makes a book different to a book? I'm glowing. What you see in me is you, Daniela. What you see in me is in you, my love. Respect. Oh, I respect you too, my angel. I want to tell you guys a story. I have not been so angry in so long. I haven't been so angry in so long like I was last night. And I'm going to tell you guys how I handled it. And when I tell you I was livid, I was livid. But I didn't react, but I expressed. Okay, and I'm going to say this again. I didn't react, I expressed. I'm going to say this again. I didn't react, I expressed. And I did it again today. I had two masculines because I came on live at 5:30, and I had two masculines in my life. So, I'm going to start with a story and then I'm going to go from there. Right. Marcia, I'm growing grey. What makes grey grey? What makes grey grey, Cassidy? What makes grey grey? The judgment you give it. The judgment you give it. So I went to the store yesterday and I walked to the store. And as I walked to the store, I'm standing in line, all right, to purchase something. But before I could purchase this thing, I had to place the order, right? Now, in this premises, in this shop, right, it's first come, first serve, right? Now, everybody was in a certain line. And then there wasn't a vivid line, but initially everybody knew who was first, who was second, who was third, right? So the ladies behind the counter who were busy relied on us to say who's first, who's second, right? Lo and behold, they are witnessing this as well. They're witnessing this as well. All of a sudden, after 30 minutes, and I'm not over-exaggerating, I am being dead honest here. I am being on point. After 30 minutes, some random Okey-Pinoki comes right past the line, right to the front, and says something to the lady. And the lady helps. And this woman behind me says, what makes you think that he was first? Because she was, meaning me. And I said, I know, I was just witnessing that. And I added, and I was like, and she's like, oh, sorry. But she still continued doing what she did. So she validated what he was doing wrong. She validated him by saying, that's still okay. When she could have said, go back. But she didn't. She still continued. I simply said, I see you, I hear you, and I know I'm not meant to be here. And I walked away. And as I walked away, this anger went from the belly up. This anger in me went from the belly, and I just went. So I got to the pay station, the till. And the lady looked at me and she said, how are you? I said, I am so disappointed. I've been coming here for so long and I know there's a first come, first served basis. And this is how I spoke. And she said, yes. And then this is where I got a little bit, right? And I said, so why is it Sitting there 30 minutes gave them the right to serve someone that was behind the line before they served me. What makes that right? And they said, sorry. I said, sorry for what? Sorry that it was okay, what they did and still continue to do it? Or sorry at the fact that I'm expressing how I feel? What are you sorry about? And I looked them straight in the eye. I have never been so angry in so long like I am right now. So angry. Sometimes we lose what we value the most. Those were my last words. Sometimes we lose what we value the most. And I simply walked out. I simply walked out. And I came back home. And the first thing I did is grabbed a mirror. I grabbed the mirror. And I asked myself, what was I angry about actually? The fact that I was ignored? The fact that it was good enough for them to do it, but it's not good enough for me to do it? What was I really angry about? The fact that they didn't see it as a wrong? The fact that they thought it was funny, because she did think it was funny. At one point she was laughing. What was I really angry about? What was I really angry about? And I realized that the only thing I was angry with is that I was so angry with myself for being angry. Because while I was in that line, in my head, are you all hearing me now? In my head, I created this story because this lady was complaining to this lady that they're taking so long behind the counter and it makes no sense. And I created this story that all we need now is for someone to push in front of the line. And that's exactly what happened. So who was I actually angry with? The fact that I created it and blamed them for it? Are you all hearing what I'm saying? Can you all hear me what I'm saying? Can you hear me? Not hear me, hear me. Can you hear me what I'm saying? While we were in that line, the two ladies were complaining that they were taking too long just for one customer. And the thought in my head, my ego created, was all we need now. I didn't voice it. A thought in my head is all we need now is for someone to push in. How are you going to deal with it? That was the thought in my head. How are you going to deal with it? And Stru's fucking yannies. It happened. Was I really angry with them? Or was I angry with myself? What do you all think? Ask yourselves. What was I angry with? Them? Or was I angry with myself? I don't think that's all though. You said something first and foremost in the beginning. Tell me, Elizabeth. With yourself. There you go. I was actually angry with myself. Go ahead, Elizabeth. What is it? I love that you're hearing me. What did you say the facts were? I said the facts were that I am speaking as verbatim. In other words, I'm not over-exaggerating. It was literally 30 minutes. That's what I said. right in the beginning. I said it exactly happened the way it is. I'm not going to extend the story. I'm not going to make it look pretty. I'm going to say it exactly how it is. That's what I said. Something about being ignored. But was I ignored? Was I ignored at the end, Elizabeth? Because if I created the story in my head, was I really ignored? Or did I create the story of being ignored because of my ego? The fact that you were ignored, right? So what did I say in the end? You focused on the fact that I said I was ignored, but you're not focused on the fact that I created it? I created the story, Elizabeth. Are you hearing what I'm saying, Elizabeth? I reacted and expressed something that I created in my head. Elizabeth, are you hearing me? I focused on the anger. No, you're not hearing me, Elizabeth. Hear my story. Don't give it a judgment. Hear it for how I am expressing it to you. Right. At the time I got angry was the fact that I was ignored. I questioned it. I questioned myself. Was I angry because I was ignored? Because when I got home and I went to the mirror, and as I got to the mirror, I went back into myself to see why is it that this reality was created, only to realize that I had created it myself. So who was I actually angry? Are you hearing me now, Elizabeth? You got angry at your own story. I got angry at my own story. Who was angry? Pablo, I fucking love you. I love your words. I hear you loud and clear. Thank you for it. But Elizabeth, I'm grateful you said this. Because you need to realize, as a witness to a witness, what are you focused on? What are you focused on? Okay. Gabriel, welcome in. You reacted to someone else's woos about the weight and then created that situation. Bingo. Bingo. Right. I reacted by someone putting a seed in my head that they played the victim. And in them playing the victim, in my head, I created a story which goes into a book, which then became, it looks like a bow, but that's a book. It goes into a book. So I wrote a story in my head, in my brain, thinking it would be funny. But in so doing so, it became real. It became real. It became a reality. And I expressed my disappointment to the people around me. But when I went to my mirror and I self-reflected, I realized it wasn't them. I realized it was me. That's it. The story being ignored as a possibility. Close. And that they laughed. But they were right to laugh though, Elizabeth, because they didn't create the story. I did. Or didn't care. I get where you're going, Elizabeth. Serenity says that's deep. Well, Marcia, it looks like it. I'm fantastic, growing every day. Keep your light bright. Thank you, Brad. I didn't need the reminder, but I appreciate you. Have a magical day, brother. Right. So I love what you said, Elizabeth. I love what you said, and I love what Pablo said, and I love what Josh said. So How many times do we create the story in our head? Deanna, you'll resonate with this. Deanna, there was something you said, Deanna, in the Zoom. So, yes, exactly. So, anger as a result, worries, that's the second emotion to a deeper yes, right? Anger to what, though? Because I expressed to them my disappointment. But when I self-reflected and I realized that it's me versus me in the world, was I angry at them or was I angry at myself? That happened to me. I was upset at self for being influenced by not my true feelings. Exactly. But did they influence it? Josh, I fucking love your words. Did they really influence? Because they weren't talking to me, they were talking to each other. So who got influenced? Because my ego felt left out in the conversation? Let's go deep. We're going to self-reflect deep. It wasn't a reminder. If it wasn't a reminder, you didn't need to say it. Just saying. I already know who I am, Brad. I already know who I am. So if someone says something about me, shine my light, I am the light. Don't remind me. I already know what I am. I'm very grateful though, but I don't need a reminder. No, I let them influence. That's why I was upset. Maybe I was lacking. Lacking what? I put a V there for something. Lacking what? Josh, why? Come on, I'll tell you where I got with this. So when I came back home, I posted a video. And the video is, and I'll tell you guys, don't have to look at the video. You don't have to look at the video. I'm going to use this for an example. Right? What makes a book different to a book? That was my question in the video. What makes a book different to a book? What makes this different to this? Serenity says the story. Ford says no difference. I agree with Ford. Melissa says the story being told. Pamela says the story. You have rejuvenated. I have. Everybody keeps saying that, but no. John Ray, I don't know what pregnancy's got to do with the price of eggs. I really don't know. The content, okay, so Susie says the content. Cassetti says no difference. Okay, so we got two variables, right? Daniela says no difference. We got two variables. We got, and I resonate with both, but I'll tell you where the one comes in. Right. Can I take this off? I'm going to take this off. Right. I'm going to take this off. Right, so the two variables, what makes a difference in a book versus a book? Okay? What makes a difference between a book versus a book? One says a story, one says nothing. Okay. One says a story, one says nothing. Which one is right? Expressing is another kind of reaction. Expressing is another kind of reaction, which is what? Because, oh gosh, Daniela, I'm so fucking grateful. Ford says nothing. Which one is right? Which one is wrong? My perceptions are the differences. The perception is the difference. Judging. What makes it right? What makes it wrong? The judgments. Who said, Ford, I love your words. Judgments. Okay. Because if you really look at from observing self, this is right and this is right. Are you all hearing me? A difference between a book and a book, it can be the story, it can be the cover, it could be the size, it could be the thickness. But is it really different? Because I'm labeling it a book and I'm labeling it a book. So if it's a book and it's a book, what is the difference really? What's the difference? If I've labeled it, I gave it a label. I labeled it a book. I labeled it a book. Melissa says nothing. Serenity says the author. Who's the author of the book? Is this the author or is it a book? Serenity, I love where you guys are going with this. Come on, let's go deeper. This is called self-reflection, self-realization, going deep within ourselves in realizing I want to witness myself, to observe what I am observing inside and outside myself. This is what we're doing right now. I'm with you. A book is a book because it's been labeled so. A book is a book because it's been labeled so. Does it make a difference, Susie? Angel Wing says yourself. Ford says perception. Oh, our minds are sometimes we think, judge based on our reality. Based on a reality, that's who creating, Pablo. Go deeper. Who's creating the reality? Because if you read my story, someone planted a seed, which I created a thought, which then became real, and then I expressed myself. Who created the reality, Pablo? Angel says yourself, self-concept, and that's how myself, observe, etc. Well done, Melissa. Deanna, well done. You are the author of your life. You are the author of your life. So, if I am the author of my life, and I said, I'm spiritual. I'm here to save the world. And we are the chosen one. And of course, it's his hairy dog. I had to choose that page. Right? Okay? And if I say, I'm Christian, and he's going to save you, what makes the difference between what page did I open up to? The War God's Horse Song. Now, this is exactly where I'm coming from. Okay, I'm going to read this. The War God's Horse Song. I am a turquoise woman's son on top of a belted mountain. Beautiful horses, slim like weasel. My horse is afoot like striped agate. His fetlock is like a fine eagle plum. His legs are like quick lightning. My horse's body is like an eagle-plumed arrow. My horse is a tail like a trailing black cloud. I put flexible goods on my horse's back. The little holy wind blows through his hair. His name is made of short rainbows. His horse's ears are made of round corn. My horse's eyes are made of big stars. My horse's head is made of mixed waters. From the holy waters he never knows thirst. From the holy waters he never knows thirst. Right? My horse's teeth are made of white shell. The long rainbow is in the mouth for the bridle, and with it I guide him. When my horse nighes, different colored horses follow. Okay. How ironic that page was the one opened. Right. Okay. So if I am spiritual and I am Christian, what is the difference between a spiritual and a Christian? Who knows? The story of the fractal of consciousness that experience. Who's the consciousness? We are the selves. That's right. You are the author of your life. That's right. Right. If you create the judgment, you'll only perceive the judgment of the book. Cassidy. The hairy dog. Susie, trust me. Inside of me, I was guiding. It's rise and shine. When I trust and know you're doing well. Right. There is no difference in the book. It's in how it's perceived. Right. So if this is a savior and this says this is the savior, who's the savior? If this says it's a savior and this says it's a savior, this one says I'm the chosen one, and this one says they the chosen one. Who's right? Who's wrong? Who's right? Who's wrong? Both are right. Both are right. Why? Because that's what they want to be. That's what they want to be. That's what they want to experience. That's what they want to experience. Now, what if I take all identities out and I empty the book and I make it nothing? And I make it a nothing. Who's more important now? Who's more important now? If I strip it. If I strip it and I make it nothing. Who's still more important? Melissa says me. Me. Cherie, welcome in, my love. Susie says none. Deanna says neither. Angel Wing says no one. Okay. For me, my perception, they both important because they add value. They add value, right? So why is it that they are fighting? You know why? Because if they were nothing and this was nothing, would they still hate each other? Tatiana, welcome in. Would you hate the world you are if you were nothing? Or do you hate the world so much because you need that validation and you need to be seen and you need to be known and you want to be a something because being a nothing is not good enough? Because a human is not good enough? Because being a human, you have to be a something to validate you? Because a dog and a horse and a book and a car doesn't have to be a fucking thing to be seen. It just is. So why is it hard for a human to be a fucking human? Can I tell you what it is? It's their fucking ego. It's hard to be a human because your ego is so fucking big. You want to be the chosen one, but the chosen one is your fucking mirror. It's your fucking mirror. There is nothing outside of you, and you fucking hate that. Because you hate yourself. Be honest with yourselves. How much do you hate yourself? Because you hate your life, you hate yourself. There is some humans praying to live. And you hate your breath? Make that make sense, brothers and sisters. Why the fuck do you want to end a world that you are in? Why would you want to see the end of fucking something so beautiful because you can't see the beauty in you? Make that make fucking sense. It doesn't make sense, does it? Welcome in, B. It doesn't make sense, does it? How can you all hate one another? How? When you have so much beauty, Pablo, I appreciate you. How can you hate what you are as a human being, walking, breathing, seeing, feeling, touching, smelling, tasting, seeing? How can you hate it so much? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. How can you hate for who you are? Kadisha, thank you for the follow. How? I woke up this morning with this dream. I woke up this morning with this dream that everybody wants to kill the world. Can I tell you why you want to kill it? Because you hate what you are. You don't see trees trying to kill each other. You don't see animals trying to change one another. They know a lion is a lion, they leave the lion as a lion, and they leave the lion as is, and they run away from it. Because they don't want to be around the lion, because they know what a lion is. A monkey doesn't try to change a lion and say, hey, fucking lion, stop eating monkeys. A monkey just says, hey, guys, that's a lion. That's what he does. Let him be who he is. And let's just go and live our own lives the way we want. But instead, everybody is like, let's go. Let's get together. Let's go. Let's change it. Let's go kill all the lions. Make that make sense. Why does a lion have to act like a monkey? Because a monkey doesn't know what a monkey is? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. You read a book. If I read this book, I am reading someone's wisdom. It's an idea of a perception, of an idea that someone has perceived as a truth. Is it the truth? I wasn't there. I wasn't eating this person's food. I wasn't exchanging energies with this person. I wasn't in this person's head. I'm reading a thought, an idea of a person. Does this make it real? Does it make it real, so real, that I'm now killing people for it? Does it make it so real that I'm devaluing a Muslim, an Islam, a Jew, a Christian, a spiritual bin, a no spiritual? Does that make them any fucking different? Doesn't make difference. When there's no self-love, we stop living and start to just exist. We don't grow, we stagnate. What is stagnant? Are we really stagnant, or is it the idea of stagnancy that makes it stagnant? Ask. Absolutely not. Fact. I dreamed you said that I was the only person in the world. Right, Ford. Ford. I dreamed that I was the only person in the world. So what are all of you? I'm so grateful to you, Ford, right now. So what are you, Ford? What are you, Ford? I'm so grateful for your words right now. I'm so grateful to your words right now. Right. So what are you right now? If I had a dream that I was the only one in the world, what is all of you now of me? Can only speak from own experience. I got stuck in a loop going around in the same pattern. Right. Okay. Why, Susie? Go deeper, love. I know what you're saying. I know you were saying pattern. Okay. Go deeper. Why do we create those patterns? Now, there was a reason why. Who's the creator? Who's the creator? You can say comfort zone. You can say comfort zone. You have a right to say that. We all are. Exactly. So if I'm alone in my own dream, then we are all creating ourselves in different shapes, in different forms, with different clothes, with different words, with different understandings. That becomes an understanding with different beliefs. Correct? 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 Which makes me no different to anyone. That means I'm not higher than you, I'm not lower than you, we're all the same. Yet we all unique. Okay, and that's what I wanted to go there. Forgive me for erasing the board. So both of them were right, and both of them unique. And when you don't judge it, you see it as is. All one. There is no difference. It's all one. So waking up this morning to someone sending me a video saying that on the 27th of March 2025 is the end of the world makes me think that everything is in alignment to the anger that I had, because we are the ones creating it. And as I'm waking into a dream and I wake up to the dream, it's me versus me in the world, and then all of a sudden get this DM of someone saying that the end of the world is coming, it means that I have the ability to change it. But who else has the ability to change it? Vivid, beautiful dream, you sat down and told me. Oh, wow. Ford, I love you. I'm smiling as I am multifunctionally tonight. I am listening to the live and talking to my oldest son too. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, Daniela. Ego builds the walls but calls from bridges. Wisdom sees both buildings and walls are made of the same light. Walls are made of... Cherie! I love when we self-reflect. Cherie! Prosper, thank you for the gift. I'm very grateful and thankful. Right. Okay, now, there was something you said about stagnancy. And there was something we said earlier. If I have to peel an onion, and I peel it layer by layer by layer by layer, and I see myself as that onion, and I'm taking everything that I believed, everything I was taught, and I take it and I peel it and I peel it and I peel it and I peel it. What's going to be left of the onion? Who knows? If I keep peeling an onion, what's going to be left of the onion? If I take an onion, I peel the onion, what's left? Deanna, go deeper. I peel the onion, everything, layer by layer by layer. Daniela, go deeper. Cassetti, go deeper. I am peeling the onion, layer by layer by layer. What is left? I hear you, I see you, all three of you. Go deeper. Nothing. Nothing. If I am the onion and I'm peeling it layer by layer, and I'm taking it apart, and I'm breaking it apart, and I'm breaking it apart, it becomes nothing. If I'm nothing, if I am nothing, why do you fear something? Who are you actually afraid of? If I'm nothing, why do you fear something? I want you to ask yourselves this question. Fast, ask yourselves the question. Go to yourself and be honest with yourself. If I am nothing, what, why do I fear something? Ask yourself that question right now. Ourselves? But ourselves is nothing. Daniela, ourselves is nothing. Even nothing is everything. Is it? I like what you said, Josh, but is it? Fear of ideas? What is an idea? What is an idea? There is a food for thoughts. Diana. If I am nothing, why do I fear something? Yes. If I am nothing, why do I fear something? Experience plus judgment plus belief. But if experience and judgment and belief was nothing, what is there to fear, Tatiana? Susie says a thought is an idea. A thought, which is an idea. Who's the thought and who's the idea? And it reveals tears, tenderness, and eventually the empty center where true self resides. But there is no center. If you keep peeling it all the way to the core and you keep peeling even the core, Cherie, what are you left with? Go deeper, Cherie. Go deep into that rabbit hole. The ego. The ego. So what you're actually afraid of is your own ego. It's your own identity. Fear is not real. Exactly. A fear is because I witness myself in material world right now. Ego appears. Does it appear? Is your attachment to it, Tatiana? Are you attached to it? Ask yourself. Are you witnessing yourself, or are you witnessing what you believe about yourself and what you've read and what you've heard? Tatiana, go deeper, love. Go deeper. Ego and the limitations I set for myself. Right. What makes it a limitation? Go deeper, Cassetti. What makes it a limitation? What makes it the limitation? The limitation is the box that you give it. The box that you give it is the limitation. In other words, I am a book. I am a paper. I am a pen. And because you identify as a pen, you'll forever be a pen. But what if you were a nothing? What would happen if you were nothing and you didn't have to do anything? What then? Would it still make you less? Does it make you more? That's why I use an old way and apply to it. What if the old way didn't exist, Tatiana? Go deep, my love. Go deep. What if yesterday didn't exist and you only had today? Because in true form only now exists. So we build, elaborate ourselves to avoid the terrifying freedom of having no self at all. I love you. There you go. If you all can do a screenshot of what was said there. So we build elaborate selves to avoid the terrifying freedom of having no self at all. So please, my brothers and sisters, take a screenshot with that pinned, and make that your screensaver for a day. And let that sink in. So Tatiana, let that sink in. Exactly, terrifying freedom, because no ideas how to act on it. What if you didn't have to act on it? Tatiana, go deeper. What if you didn't have to act on it? Go deeper. You're so close, Tatiana. You're so close, Tatiana. What if you didn't have to act on it? What if you just didn't have to act on anything? What if you didn't have to do anything? What if doing nothing is still something? Josh said it in the most perfect, profound way. Even nothing is something. Even nothing is everything. And even everything and something is still a nothing. And my screen just went boop, boop. Oh, it's the charger. I thought it was my whoopoo whoopoos, my energy. Because a book can be a book. It's the judgment, perceptive, deceptive self, because we have to label it as a something. This is a horse. This is a dog. But what if it doesn't need to be a horse? What if it doesn't need to be a dog? What if it could just be what it wants to be? Even if it was a nothing, it's still a something, because it's adding value to whatever it is that I need to learn and evolve from. Because even though the ants are irritating me in my feet, I still love them, because even they are teaching me patience. Be patient with them. They're on a mission. They're still something, even though they might not be anything to me, but they are something. Whether they look black, whether they look pink, whether they look black, yellow, whatever they are, they're still something. They're still valuable. They're still valuable. Just because they're an ant and just because I'm a human, does that make me more than that ant? Am I more to that ant than the ant is more to me? Am I? Because it's still an energy, and I'm still an energy. So maybe those ants might be telling that it's going to rain, but they also might be teaching me that you need patience. I don't kill something that works harder than I do. But who says they work harder than you do? Who says they're actually working? The idea that someone watched them carrying a piece of grain of sand or a salt into a hole that makes you think that they're working. Are they really working? Maybe they're creating. They don't think of it. They just do. But we have to make them look like worker ants, because we don't want to be nothing. So we made them a something. Lol, yes, they just do. They just do. A bee just does. Everything just is. So if the world was blind and there was no one and there was nothing that identified as a something, would it still mean it's less than? They create so big anthills. I'm always moving in my pasture law. Trust me, Deanna, I resonate with that, because you don't want to know what they're building up there. And they're fucking huge. Just saying. And then I spoke to them, and then they stopped growing there, and then they went somewhere else, and I'm like, dude, it's still the same lot. Go to someone else's lot. So we armor ourselves with identities because the boundless void of our true nature feels like death. Yes. Cherie, look at you illuminating. Guys, take a screenshot of that. So we armor ourselves with identities because the boundless void of our true essence. To the ego, though, it's actually infinite life. Because even the ego adds value. It doesn't add value when you've judged it as a good or a bad. Cherie, are you hearing what I'm saying? When I say kill the ego, it doesn't mean I've judged it as a good or a bad. That means, do you really need to identify yourself to present yourself as a something? What if it's okay to be nothing? What if it's okay to be nothing? Kaniwe, welcome in. the phrases in two parts. Yes, I heard what you said. I wrote what you wrote. I heard what you wrote. What if the box doesn't have to be a box? What if we were nothing? When we stop identifying us, hold on. When we stop identifying ourselves with things we're not, the ego sleeps peacefully. Right. When we stop identifying ourselves with things we're not, what it makes us is what? If we stop the identity, what does it make us, Cassette? Go deeper. Thank you for the follow, Kaniwe. Thank you for the finger heart, Ford. I'm very grateful. You came from the homepage. I'm very grateful. So, Cassette, you said something very deep there, my brother. Cassette, my brother. You said something very deep right there. Okay. If we stop identifying ourselves with things we're not, the ego sleeps peacefully. Did you hear your words, Cassette? If I am no one, no thing, no name, what does that make me? I think I would feel as I do now, empty, neutral. I would become natural, empty, flowing. Natural, empty, flowing. If I am no one, no thing, no name, then I am natural, empty, and flowing. Where is Tabang? I don't know. Probably in his house or in his car. Never holding the energy. Never holding the energies, Josh. Ford, beautiful. Absolutely. It makes it beautiful. Because if I am not a thought and I am not an idea, if I'm not a thought and I'm an idea, what am I then, my brothers and sisters? Tabang says, I'm here. Welcome. Everybody's missing you, Tabang. Everybody's missing you. I think it was Cherie that asked for you. I'm not sure. Okay. If I'm not a thought and I'm not an idea and I'm not an ego, what am I? Light. Can light exist without the dark? Ford. Can light exist without the dark? And can the dark exist without light? I am the one who created the body. That's not the question, but yes. No. The one cannot exist without the other. However, can they coexist with one another? Ford. Bernadette, welcome in, my love. Can they coexist with one another? Yes, Kanidwe says. Yes, we can coexist with another one. That's right, which becomes neutral, natural. Right? Yes, says Ford. Right. Now, I want to go deeper here. I want to go a little bit deeper. A little bit deeper. If I am nothing, I am all awareness. What's awareness? Cherie, go deep. What is awareness? Go deep. Kashalia, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Right. If I am nothing, and I witness something. What does that become? If I am nothing and I witness something, what does that become? Momodi says, I'm the observer. Who are you observing? Momodi, who are you observing? Good answer. A part of me. Okay. So what you are witnessing is the something which is what? You are witnessing a you and a you. That's right, Cherie. Look at you, Cherie. Look at all of you. All of you. Not just one. Every single 27 one of you. Okay. If I'm a nothing and I'm witnessing a something, that means I am witnessing myself. I am observing myself. I am seeing myself through myself. My self-reflection. Right. Now, if I am new, do you guys want to take a screenshot? Because I'm going to erase this quickly. I want to show something. Do you guys want to take a screenshot? Take a screenshot, Cassidy. I don't know if I should do this. Hold on. There you go. Maybe that will help. Taken? Okay, cool. All right. Now, I want you to go back as a child. Tatiana, I want you to go back as a child. Every single one of you. Go back as a baby. When you are born and you come out of the birth canal, were you a someone? Were you a someone? Consciousness itself playing hide and seek with its own infinite nature. What is consciousness? The second person I'm asking. What is consciousness? No. The answer is no. Right. Why? Daniela, why? Momodi, why? Kasedi, why? If I'm a baby and I get out of the birth canal, am I someone? I don't remember that. Think about it. If you're holding a baby, do you think the baby knows who the baby is? Do you think you know who the baby is? We are only pure. Right, what makes it pure? Mamiki! Rise and shine, my love. It's got no identity. No identity. Okay. I don't think she knows. Right. I don't think she knows. Okay, so you're already assuming. So I'm assuming. We're all assuming we didn't know. Okay. If I am 7 years old, do I think I'm a something or someone? As a baby, I'm asking, do I think I'm a someone or a something? I got no because it has no identity. As 7 years old, Titi says yes. Momodi says yes. Yeah, the one I was taught I am. Okay. You said yes, the one I was taught I am. Right. In other words, you were given an identity. Titi says a baby, no, absolutely. Is it Tata or Titi? We already know name, sex, etc. As a baby, no. But as a 7-year-old, you were told you're a boy or a girl. You were told your name. You were given it. Daniela, are you hearing what I'm saying? Because even the sex identity is an identity given. Because as a baby, you don't know you're a boy or a girl. As a baby, you don't. Bernadette says yes. Okay. Right. As a 14-year-old, am I a something or a someone? You're already becoming a someone. Right, now you are a someone. What someone identity are you? As a 14-year-old, you're a person. You're a someone who identifies yourself as a someone. Whose identification someone is that? Whose identification someone is that? We were taught. Tatiana, we were taught. Rami, welcome in, my love. Okay, we were taught that. Okay. You become aware of things that you're learning. You start becoming aware of things that you're learning. But at 14, you're still not aware. You're just still watching and you're copying. So here you're copying, and here you are given the identity. Here you are copying the identity because you've identified yourself as that someone. You've identified yourself as what was given. Right? Wrong, right? Carol, welcome in. So before you become someone, we were the infinite possibility from which all something emerges. Right? Infinite possibility. Cherie, be here now. I said that for a reason. Be here now. Because being here now, you get to the point of where I'm going. Right? As 21 years old, what identity are you given? I'll tell you why I said this, Cherie. Welcome back, Chuck. What identity are you given? Get off your mind, get into your heart, Cherie. Get out of here, get in here. As a 21-year-old, what identity are you given? By the way, Tabang was in here who hadn't slept, and then he slept and now he's back. Old enough to drink in the United States? If that's the identity. Okay. The world is your identity. The world is your identity, because everyone and everything is going to mirror back to you of what you think of you. Hi from the welcome from the UK. You're an hour behind or 2 hours? 2 hours. Your time zone's going to change soon, I think. Welcome, TT. I appreciate you. Right. So the world is now your identity. The world you see around you is your identity. Because the world mirrors you of what you think of you. So is this the true you? Is this the true you? From this baby to this adult, is this the true you? I'm from South Africa, TT. The south of Africa. No, this is a mask. Are you sure, Mamiki? It's you. This is a mask. Because you were given an identity when you were born. You didn't have an identity. You were given a sex, a name, right? And then you were shown by someone what is wrong, what is right from a perceived self, them, I, right? Which then the world mirrors you of what you think of yourself because of the judgment you've given, okay? And you've now created a mask. Now this mask is the lie you carry in your heart, which is the walls. They call it your heart walls. Because these walls are identities of what others have given to you and what was reflected to you, and you took it personally. So where is me? Good one. Right. Everything is based on others, which is a mirror of you. Daniela, which is a mirror of you. Remember the story I gave you at the beginning of this? Because I heard someone playing victim, I then created a story which then played out, and then I reacted. But instead of reacting, I expressed it. But when I came home and reflected, I realized, but fuck, who am I really angry? I'm angry at myself. Because I fed that seed. I fed the seed. But if I didn't feed the seeds, would I still be the victim? Would I still try to find myself? Would I still be carrying these? Would I still seek validation? Would I still seek to be something or someone? Because no one saw me as I was trying to see me. Because I wasn't seeing me, I was seeing everyone but me. Are you hearing what I'm saying? When I perceive the whole, I felt connected and released from the ego. I'm learning to connect further. Love that. Continue doing what you're doing, Josh. Okay. Right. No, I be free myself. Right? You free myself. Right? So how do you free yourself? How do you free yourself? Right. So this is where we're going to go to the sick truth. Right. But we do have a choice as babies not to follow that if we even didn't know there is something. Right, we do have the choice. But did you choose it? No, Tatiana. We're speaking about right here, right now. So if you have to be in the right here, right now, can you change the path that you didn't choose not to feed it? Yes or no, Tatiana? Let's be honest with ourselves. Did you make the choice then and there that you didn't have to be what your parents wanted to be, yes or no? To detach myself from people that don't know, that don't now serve me. Are they serving you, or is it you that's not serving yourself? Titi, ask yourself, is it them serving you, or is it you serving yourself? Because saying that they owe you something, you all came as nothing. So no one owes anyone anything. No one's going to serve you anything. And no one owes you anything. So Titi, I'm grateful you said that. So think about it. Go deeper. Do they actually are there to serve you anything? Do they owe you anything? Or is it that you owe yourself something? Maybe I can't change my memory, but I can choose not to follow the mask. Right. Maybe means you're uncertain. So what is your attachment of the uncertainty that you're still mirroring back as the mask that you carry in this now? Because you said maybe. Hear your words, love. When someone says maybe I can't change my memory, but can choose not to follow the mask, already says I don't believe in myself so much, but I'm going to try. And try as an excuse that's created through the ego. Because in reality, in true form, you're either doing something or you're not. There's either a yes or a no. Or it's neutral. You just allow. So what is it? It is me that it is not saving myself. Bingo. Bingo. It's you not saving yourself. Because you're too important here. Because right now, what I look like, what I say is more important, because how they react towards me is more important, and it's making my ego feel validated, seen, and I'm bragging. I'm I'm awakened, I'm spiritual, I'm Christian, I'm Superman, I'm a hero, I am. But are you? Are you? Because if I was nothing, would I still see myself as important? Does being a human make me less than a tree? Does it make me less than an ant? No, nobody owns, that's right, nobody owns anything. If I am nothing, I don't understand nothing with mind should be felt somehow. How do you feel? Through your head or through your heart? I'm glad you asked the question. Because if this is a story created and you're logical, that means you're enforcing and trying to control it to feed your ego. But does the ego feel or does your heart feel? Tatiana, be honest with yourself. What makes a pen a pen? The fact that it writes? The fact that it looks? Or is it the identity of my ego self that gives it a pen? No, it doesn't. The tree is a reflection of me. Fact. So the tree is a reflection of you, which is the same. The label I give it. Bernadette well said. It's the label identity that you've given it. So Tatiana, you need to go and ask yourself, what is my labels? How about if you invest in a marriage? The marriage is two. You have to be a no thing and they have to be a nothing. And then in those no things, you have to ask yourself, is it benefiting you? Is it benefiting them? The expectation and the investment on the marriage is the TT. It's the comparison you're giving it. If you've invested it in your marriage and you don't see the investment, you've compared it to something. And in that comparison that you've given it, it's someone's reality, perception, self-I that you've now identified as this is more perfect than what I have, and you've devalued it and you've judged it as a thing. So all that dedication and all that investment has gone down the toilet because you've compared it to someone else's. Or you've compared it to a book. Or you've compared it to a video. Or you have compared it to a psychiatric person who perceives something as a wrong or a right. Because if you've invested in your marriage, then you won't see anything wrong if you're not looking outside and you're looking inside only. Think of it this way. Who asked that question? Titi. Right, Titi. This is my marriage. I'm giving you an example. This is my marriage. Right now, I'm in the marriage with my partner. And right now, it's amazing. But it's beautiful. It's absolutely wonderful. It's got so many beautiful things happening to it. I'm so happy. I'm so in love. But then along comes someone, or along comes a video, or along comes someone talking about their perceived marriage thoughts, identity, what they see as a good or a bad marriage. It's not as big as yours. It has less than yours. But now you've compared it. And because you've compared it, you've now devalued what you've worked on. Because if there wasn't a comparison to compare, did you really waste your time on it? Did you? Your husband is your mirror. So you've compared your husband. How long have you been married? Let's get real. How long have you been married? Have you been married for 2 days? Or have you been married for years? 25 years, and only now you're finding fault with our marriage. Be honest with yourself. Who are you comparing your husband to? Social media? Muscle Gustle? Who are you comparing your husband to? The books you've read of what a narcissist is? Who are you comparing your husband to? Because 25 years ago, you didn't find fault with your marriage. 5 years ago, you didn't find fault with your marriage. Because if you did find fault with your marriage and you're still staying there, then you're using him. Then you know better than him. If 10 years ago you find fault in your marriage and you're still with him, then you are using him and you are manipulating him. So to say it's your husband, when you're pointing a finger at your husband, there's 3 fingers pointing back. You've got to take accountability and responsibility for what you're fucking creating. Because you've compared him to someone, something, or a book. Did you compare him to a book? Because if you want your husband to change, to make your ego feel better of what the void you feel inside in you, then you are manipulating them. But if you love your husband as is, and he loves you as he is, and he's not trying to change you, and you're not trying to change him, then you'll be fucking amazed how beautiful this marriage can be. But to find fault in someone, look at your mirror, because your mirror is what you see in them, is what you lack in you. And you want them to change to make your ego feel better, because you don't want to take accountability and responsibility for the thoughts that you've created, comparing him to someone, something, or something. But for 25 years he's been doing it. Why are you finding it fault now, TT? Are you hearing what I'm saying? For 25 years he's been doing it, and now you're saying he's lying. Who opened your eyes? Who opened your eyes? Because for 25 years you didn't find fault until now. I was in a very toxic relationship. Was he wrong? No. Was I wrong? No. But we were both wrong. Yes. Holy shit, what was that? Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the gifts. Okay. He said it. He said it. So you've put an expectation. And you attached to that expectation. Right? You've attached to that expectation because he said he was going to do something and you ended up doing nothing with your life. Now you found out that he lied. Now you fear it because you've done nothing with your life, and he is reflecting what you've done for yourself. All he's doing is reflecting back of what you think of yourself. He's not lying. He's showing you who he is. He's showing you what he values the most. Because you don't value you the most, TT. Go deep, love. TT, go deep. To blame someone, you have to blame both of you. Because it takes 2 to make a relationship. So to say he's wrong, you're also wrong. To say he's right, you're also right. Both of you. And you got to be honest, because they're telling me to tell you this. You've got to be honest with yourself. Deep down, someone planted a seed. Can you trust them? Ask yourself that true, honest question. Because they're telling me someone planted a seed. But Marcia, sometimes we don't have the power in front of them. Trauma bond. Is trauma real, Cherie? That's victim. If you are a nothing, and you've become a nothing, and you become a something, and it's a trauma bond. What mask are you carrying to identify yourself as a thing? You're attaching yourself as a victim. Cherie, listen to your words. So what? He took all the money with him. Let him. Now you can build your own life, TT. That's what I did. I built my own life. Why are you sorry, Tommy? You didn't kill anyone. TT, are you hearing what I'm saying? He took the money. So what? He worked for that money. Did he work for that money all on his own? Did he work for the money, yes or no? All by himself. Did he work for the money, yes or no? Did you work for the money as well? Is it a process, Cherie? Or is it the attachment of identifying as a victim to play an excuse that it's okay to play the victim because I'm trying to identify myself as a something? Cherie, your words, what you said before, and your words now are not collaborating. Are you seeing what I'm saying? TT, ask yourself the question. Did he work for that money on his own? Yes or no? I'm not going to judge you, my love. How about you have children and yes, I work for the money. Right, okay. So, yes, I work for the money. What did you do with your money? Did you give it to him? Yes or no? I'm not going to judge you. I'm trying to make you see something. Your children have the life of their own. Both of you are responsible, but there's something that you're learning from. Yes, I did. Right. So, what did you learn from this experience? What did you learn from this experience? I entrusted my energy, money. I entrusted my energy, money, to someone who I believed, and he's showing me who he is. Hear me, TT. He's showing me who he is because deep down I didn't trust him. Why are they telling me he reminds you of someone? Did your father do the same thing? I don't know. They keep showing me a fucking mirror. And when they do that, it means is they're reminding you. She's in this position for yours, but that's your mother's reality, not yours. Your attachment to it is what makes it. Thank you for sharing the live. Who is your husband? Who is your husband reminding you of, TT? There you go. Yes, my father did the same thing to my mother. All right. So, basically, you have created a world. Welcome in, Amber. You've created a world and you repeated a cycle. So you have to learn from the cycle and you have to break the cycle. You attracted this man because of how you were brought up. Does that make sense? You were brought up and you mirrored that world to you now. So you have to Rambler, no, it's Amber. I said Amber. I said welcome in, Amber. I saw Amber walk in. It just showed me a notification. Amber walked in. So you have to break the cycle. All right, it's not your husband. He's just showing you what you attracted because it was a memory deep down your ego that you attached to, right? So you can change it. And the only way to change it is to forgive him. You have to forgive him. He's now shown you. Now you've got to take accountability and responsible. In other words, everything that you are earning from here on forth is yours. His is his. Take ownership, change it, and then if he wants to fix this marriage, he will fix this marriage. Welcome in, Chaz. If he doesn't, hey, Amber, if he doesn't change, then you have to let him go. Don't worry about the children because the children need to see the father for who the father is. Don't talk bad about the father because it's going to bite you back in the ass. Let the children see the Father for who the Father is. Yes, I'm going to divorce him and I'm going to start soon. So you haven't done anything yet. He doesn't want the marriage. Okay, so then don't get angry. Don't get upset. You've learned from this lesson. Break the cycle so your children don't do the same cycle as you. Because what you learn from your mother and father is going to repeat with your children, and you don't want that. You break the cycle, my love. Be better, do better. If the identity stages of 7, 14, and 22 had not taken place, we would have remained in a state of pureness. But it needs to take place. Mamiki, it needs to take place. It needs to take place. Chuck, did you change your identity? I just realized you changed that. Okay, so if you want to break the cycle, get rid of the anger. In other words, feel the anger, honor the anger, and learn to forgive. Forgive yourself, forgive them. You are wrong, he's wrong. He's right, you're right. Both of you are wrong, both of you are right. Okay, you have to take accountability for your thoughts, words, and actions, and he's going to take accountability. He's going to try and project. If you're going to take it personally, you understand that you are taking it upon yourself, right? Because if you allow words to affect you, you're allowing him to manipulate you. So you've now got to find your inner wisdom, your inner knowledge, which you've learned from it. Okay, now change the story. I have tools, they are for free and they are on Discord. Of undefined existence, timeless and without identity. But it needs to be there though, Mamiki. It's going to change those. Jovier, thank you for the follow. Oh my, Nicolene, welcome in. A tribe slash adventures have yet to bore you. Oh, I got bored one day, Amber, and next minute I know I've got these light bulb ideas. So gratefully, no, even boredom is valued. Even boredom is valued. TT, you're welcome. And thank you for asking the question. Thank you for honoring us, your truth, right? But just remember, when we point a finger, there's always three. So we need to be accountable and responsible for our thoughts, words, and actions and what we attract. Remember, we attract who we feel and are. Okay, but you've got this. You have to find your worth without anger. Everything is a lesson who changes into wisdom. That's right. Everything is a lesson that gives you wisdom. So this mirror becomes your wisdom, which is then now your identity. Yes. Do I call you Chaz or Shaz? Oh shit, I'm behind so many months. Your creative juices are plentiful. Oh, way too plentiful, Amber. Way too plentiful. I just feel that he's not going to be fair financially. But what you think, you become. So if you're thinking and feeling that he's going to do that, then that's exactly what's going to become. So if you don't want that to become, then you have to change what you think and you feel. And if you want to learn that, I've got a Master Guru tools that changes everybody's reality. And I can guarantee a lot of people's lives are changing because of it. But that's on Patreon. And you can go choose that here. It's called Master Guru. It's on Patreon under Limitless and Timeless. Holy shit, Ford! Thank you for subscribing. Ford, next week, Saturday, for my subscribers. If you are a subscriber, we do one-on-one calls on the Discord community. So please do join. We're going to do cards just now. D, welcome in. I just feel he's not going to be fair. Watch your words you create. Now I understand better that we attract that we are. Yes, we do. I had to learn. I'm glad you're still thriving, love. It's wonderful to see. It's awesome to have you here, love. Thank you for sharing your precious energy. My 11-year-old daughter said, Mommy, you should ask for my forgiveness for choosing my father. Mamiki, what was your reply? Forward, guys, everybody, welcome forward to the subscribers. I'm very grateful and thankful. We say chocolate or chocolate. Can I tell you guys what's so funny? Do you guys want to hear a funny story? It involves Daniela. I was fun video that, shh, don't even go there, Daniela. I've got a story to share with everybody. Bloop, bloop. She is learning her father by herself. I never told her anything, but believe she will see on her own. I love that. I love that. But you should ask her, why does she need to be forgiven for choosing the father? Because did she choose the father or did Mamiki choose the father? D wasn't up. Shalila says you can create your self-worth from anger. Yes, you can. You can create your own self-worth and value through anger. Where can I find the course? Do you do one? Or okay, you can get free tools that's on the Discord, which is on the linker, or there is the Patreon, which teaches you how to find you, create, be the master of your own reality, which is on Patreon. Patreon, guys, Patreon. That is on my link as well. I'm catching up. My Nam finally crossed over. Her next journey began. Oh, my deepest condolences. When was that? Oh, Amber, my deepest condolence, love. I trust and know you're healing with ease and grace. I thought that self is a vibration from an injured. You can say that. You can say that. They are, Shalele. They're still here. Let's continue to tap. Oh, thank you, Kasedi. Okay. Are you healing with ease and grace, love? Just have a look on my bio. You'll see a link tree. Click on that link tree. It's the third one from the top. The second one is the Discord community. Guys, don't forget, next week, Saturday, is the Zoom call for subscribers. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for sharing your precious story. I really am grateful. Thank you very much. I don't think everybody understands how grateful I am. It's an honor for me. It really is. Early January, thank you, I'm healing. I've gone to open my poetry nights now too. Oh, nice, Amber. Keep shining. Well done, love. I chose the Father. I knew him before becoming a father. I understand why she felt that I like. But you know, Mamiki, it's witnessing their way of expressing things that's an honor in itself. I truly believe so. We can learn a lot with children. We can learn a lot with children. Can you give me a reading? Only subscribers get reading, my love. I miss my Coco so much, but she's close. I'm named after her. She's crossed over in December. What you're missing the most, Sheila, can I tell you what you miss the most when someone crosses over is missed time. Even, what? Me and my biker boy have nearly hit the 1 year mark. Oh, fuck yes. That's so true. Congratulations, Amber. Also, guys, I resigned from my corporate job yesterday and ready for a spiritual reset. You faced your biggest fears, Shalila. Guys, give some green hearts to Shalila. She faced her biggest fear. Yeah, it is. It's missed time and unspoken words. That is the reason why we grieve. We grieve because of missed time and unspoken words. Who subscribed? And she said, You're right, not ask for my forgiveness now, but you must know that I forgive you already. Oh, I fucking love that. Ford, are you still in the house, Ford? Thank you, guys. I don't know, I had a download and then I wanted to say something and I completely forgot Ford's name. So to my beautiful subscribers, we do top cards. Tomorrow I won't be doing these cards. So if you come in tomorrow, I'll give you a full reading if you'd like. If you'd like, I'll connect to your energy and we'll do a full reading. Sounds wonderful. Perfect. I'll see you tomorrow. You can come the same time, but I usually come on live about 5:30 till about 9:30. Indeed. Don't forget, yeah, we won't do, not the color, it's not the color, it's numbers now. It's not Bernadette. Your ideas and inspirations is inside of you. Get yourself bored to see yourself with ideas and inspirations. Guys, when I tell you, get yourself bored to be yourself, you will actually see it. 25 now too. I know, right? You turned 25 recently. When did you turn 25? Not the 3rd of February? The 1st of February. Fuck, I forgot what date is your birthday. Shit, I'm useless. Damn it, Janet! Bontley, you need to be a subscriber, my love. Thank you for today. Happy spring. Oh, I appreciate you. Let's see who's good accountant. Well, definitely not me. Wow, that's amazing because I want to meditate but keep procrastinating, lol. Why? Why? First, you're not useless. Take it back. The drama. Shalele, surround yourself with people that will uplift you. Surround yourself with people that will call out on your bullshit. Surround yourself with people that will reflect back to you what you do to you. I think you found the right people. I'm broke, but a good bottle of wine is the same price. You're not broke. You're perfect. Wouldn't be me if I didn't make you say one of your catchphrases at least once. Fact! I love you. I trust and know you're doing amazing. May you continue to thrive, beautiful. May you continue to thrive. Do you know that I went away with Carol in December and I spoke about you? I really did. Ask Carol. She'll tell you. I said. Ask Carol. I said. That's 2 winnings and a lot. Fact. Ask, I think Carol's in the live, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, all good things I trust, not all of them. Some of them was a reflection of myself. Ask Carol, she'll tell you. Ask her, she'll tell you. I think she's hiding. She's going to say, ooh. Did I or did I not talk about Amber? I have nothing to hide. I'm very factual. I've got to take accountability and responsibility for my words. Self-reflecting was happening. There was a lot of fucking self-reflecting. I'm asking, but she's telling me to. Fact. Shalele, surround yourself with people. Shalele, if you come in tomorrow, guys, welcome Shalele. Thank you for the subscription. I'm very grateful and thankful. I'm really, really grateful. If you come in tomorrow, we'll do a reading tomorrow for you and for Ford. Ford comes first. If he comes first, it'll be Ford. We are not broken. We are broquet. Sophisticated in La France. Listen, do you guys want to hear a funny story? Come on, we were serious. We were in it. Do you guys want to hear a funny story? Who wants to hear a funny story? It involves Daniela. I have so much love for you. I have so much love for you. Oh my gosh, okay, cool. Thank you. Giant hugs to everyone. You too. Don't forget, tomorrow I'll be on live. Come in so that I can do the full reading for you. Yes. Me. All right. I'm always up for the funny story. Okay. Are you ready for this? Right. Let's see. Hold on. I need the speaker. I have to put the speaker on. It's important so that you can hear better. Did you see how I assumed you don't hear? See what I did? Did you see what I just did? I assumed. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Trust me not to fucking find it now. I found it. Okay. Is this on? Listen. All the better to hear you with, right? Oh, fuck. Hold on.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Actually, it's all right, because translated, fuck yo actually means, I'll do it. No. Fuck yo.
Fuck you.
Fuck yo.
Fuck you.
Fuck yo.
Fuck you.
In Romanian,
Fuck you.
fuck you
Actually, it's all right,
means
because
I'll do
translated,
it.
fuck yo
TikTok.
actually means,
So if
I'll
I
do it.
say, fuck you, a duck,
Fuck you.
what I'm saying is,
Fuck you.
I'll do the duck.
Fuck yo.
Fuck you.
Fuck
So bear in
you.
mind.
Fuck you. Fuck
So
you.
bear in mind, I watched this video and I sent it because fuck you means I'll do it in Romanian. But in my head, I saw this video and I saw, no lies, I saw Daniela at work saying, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. So she replies to me because I sent it to her. But I didn't tell her what was in my head. I just said, oh, my hat. And then she replies to me saying, imagine how many fuck yous I'm saying in a day. And I said, well, that's the thing, I did. I want to play some hard truths. Who's ready for some hard truths? While you're tapping that screen to 150K. I wasn't watching the screen and I thought it was a fuck you bird. Josh. So, every time a Romanian comes in, I'm going to say, fuck you! Fuck you! I'll do it! I once heard someone say, you need to go and fuck yourself. I did that. Yolandi! Thank you for subscribing! Do you want a card, love? Okay, we're going to play some hard truths. Who wants some hard truths? I say hard truths, but it's a perception truth. Yes, says Kasedi. Yes. Yolandi, this is your card. You are the angel within. Nothing is without. Can you see you? Color me intrigued. Yes, please. It's going to be interesting. Let me tell you. Listen to what he says. It's an opinion. This is an opinion. Listen, Linda.
Random native guy opinions. White people that have claimed to left the church only replace the word God with the universe and Joe Dispenza for Jesus and saying grand rising instead of good morning. Everything else is still pretty much the same. Black Christians will readily condemn indigenous African religions but never questioned why there's white Jesus in every church painting. Apparently, manifestation works for wealth and finding love in parking spots, but never for systemic change. I wonder why. Like, we're not going to manifest the end of war or some If you believe in interdimensional beings, but you think that indigenous sovereignty is unrealistic, how come? I thought that if we had all these people accessing the Akashic Records, that we'd be smarter somehow, but the Akashic Records never downloaded the part about global indigenous wisdom being the foundation of humanity. Make it make sense. If you say that your ancestors are guiding you, but somehow you've only been able to be guided to hijack indigenous ceremonies, what ancestors are you talking about? If Hawaiians are called activists for fighting to live on our own homeland that was stolen, but Haules are called investors when buying said stolen land, isn't that strange?
Right?
Random native guy opinions.
You know where my funny
White
part
people
is?
that have claimed to left
This
the
part.
church only replace the word God with the universe and Joe
Jesus.
Dispenza for Jesus,
And Joe
saying
Dispenza
Grand
with
Rising
Jesus.
instead of Good Morning.
So if they replace,
Everything else is still pretty
they
much the same.
replaced Jesus with Joe Dispenza. That just flew me fucking out. That flew me fucking off the grid. When he said, replace Joe Dispenza with Jesus, I was fucking gone. I literally, while I was hearing this, I tripped and I fell and nearly peed in my pants. And then I couldn't hear the rest, so I had to replay it a few times to hear the rest because the Joe Dispenza part, I was like, wicka, stuck. I was stuck. I mean, I don't know who replaced Joe Dispenza as Jesus because it definitely wasn't me, but it was a random thought. It's an opinion. Here's another one. This guy was doing a presentation. He is a comedian. And this happens in his stage.
I know I make more money than you do. You know you make more money than I do. First of all, no you don't. Second of all, sir, if you think making money is what makes you a good person, I would like you to take your money and get the fuck out of this club. Because you're not here to watch my show. You're here to try to be the show, and you're not the fucking show. And that's what you need to learn. You are not the show. This is my show. Continue? That was the plan. You can't hit a car and then get mad at them for stopping. Miss, I'm going to talk to you for a second. How long have you guys been together? Long enough. Long enough? Wow. I think we just watched them end. I know I make more money than you do. You know you make more money than I do.
What did he just do? What did you think he did at his own show? You can't hit a car and then get mad at it for stopping. Fact! Thank you so much, Marcia, and everyone. Gotta run. Love you, Tatiana. Remember, take off this to find the true you. That breaking all patterns. Okay. We'll go further with this tomorrow. You're welcome, my love. You've got this. If I've got this, you've got this. The American dream, because you have to be asleep to believe it. Listen, I found a video of a girl crying in the car and I had to skip. But if you guys want to hear it, you can hear it. Because it's literally after this one, which is sad in its own. Listen to this.
Talking, stop thinking, and there is nothing you will not understand. Elaborate on that a little bit.
Well, because who is thinking and who is talking?
Okay, stop thinking. Listen again. I want you to hear the beginning. Stop thinking, stop talking, and there is nothing you won't understand. It's an interview. Listen.
Talking, stop thinking, and there is nothing you will not understand. Elaborate on that a little bit.
Well, because who is thinking and who is talking? It's the mind. It's not the real you. The real you seems to be witnessing everything without taking part in anything.
Ram, from your experience, how can an individual recognize that part of them that is in fact detached?
I would say that if you just sat down quietly and started to follow your breath, and every time you have a thought, even the thought, I'm following my breath, or I wonder what's going to happen, you let the thought go by, just as if you were watching leaves go down a stream. Just letting the thoughts go by and keep returning back to the breath. And for just 20 minutes, you follow your breath. That's all. You will know more than all the discussion we can have about how your own mind keeps creating stuff and the quiet space right behind your own mind.
Stop talking, stop thinking, and there is nothing you will not...
Remember I tell you guys, the choo-choo train, the thoughts, when the choo-choo train is going, you've got to stop it. But what is if you stop something? If I tell you to stop thinking of monkeys, are you going to stop thinking of monkeys? Think about it. We spoke about this yesterday. I have to go, but thank you for sharing space, time, and presence with me. I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing your valuable time with us. I'm very grateful. TikTok wants to know if I'm a human. I'm blue, da-da-dee-da-dee-da. You know TikTok, you know what an alien is? It's me. It's you. We're all an AI. It's a thought within a thought within a thought. You don't have to make sure that I'm real. I'm touching my own fucking screen, for damn sakes. Nice. Be a witness. Farewell, friends. Return the moment to be. Love that. How deep is this? Now, this is funny, because I resonate with what he said. And this is a master move. This is definitely a master move. Listen.
This imaginary game we're all playing where we pretend to be someone we're not at work so we can get money that we pretend is valuable, so we can pay for our house that we pretend to own, and we can watch people pretend to be something else on social media, and we listen to a government that's pretending that they care about us, and we're going to a store to buy food that they're pretending is healthy. What the fuck?
Make that
This
make
imaginary
sense.
game we're all playing where we pretend.
That's definitely something I would say. TikTok wants you to validate yourself, and I don't want to validate myself, and then I have to enforce myself to be validated. Was I really forced? Was I forced? Or was I fearing that the love was going to go away because TikTok is telling me it's going to go away if I don't say I am validated? Oh, gosh. All right. What if I tell you that the audio I'm about to tell you is not only about a seal? Come on, let's have some fun.
If I told you that the audio you're about to listen to is not from a human speaking, but a seal.
Did you know that when it snows, my eyes become alive?
Perception.
The light that you shine can't
It's still a seal.
Baby, I compare you to a kiss.
Perception of identity. Is it a name? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Superman. It could be just a seal. The amount of admin we're putting in ourselves into fact, Mamiki. All right. Who has any Q&A? There was something more I wanted to play. Oh yes, this one. I want to play this one. I think you'll like this one. This one I spoke about yesterday. This one I definitely spoke about yesterday.
Lymphao.
Who's
yes. Would you like me to spell it? L-M-F-A-O.
Oh, it's not a name.
He's a hacker. He's a Chinese hacker. Lymphao. He's working for the Koreans, isn't he? You've heard of him, haven't you?
No.
You have?
I I promise you I haven't. It stands for something. Laughing my arse off.
What about the F, though?
It's a swear I'm saying it. Laughing my bloody head off. Something like that.
Bloody. LMBFAO. Lumfao.
No.
Is that his brother?
No. You can even use it without the F as well.
LMAO. Lamau.
Yeah, you can use that.
His sister. Who is Lumfao?
Wow.
Yes. Would you like me to spell it? LMFAO.
This part.
Oh.
Is he a hacker?
He's a hacker. He's a
He's
Chinese
a hacker. He's a hacker.
Lumfao.
He's dangerous.
He's working for the Koreans, isn't he?
He's working for the Koreans.
You've heard of him, haven't you?
No.
You have.
I promise you I haven't. It stands for something. Laughing my arse off.
What about the F, though?
Laughing my
I swear I'm
ass
saying it.
off.
Laughing
What's
my
the F?
bloody head off.
Is it your
Bloody.
brother? Is it a sister?
LMBFAO. Lumfao.
No.
Is that his brother?
No. You can use
Lum foul. Is it a lum foul? What a big family, right? You can't make us laugh like this so early in the morning. Why not? It's not dangerous. All right. Guess what time it is? That means you're going to tap your ass off. You're going to tap your ass off, laughing my ass off, right? Fantastic. All right. And we're going to do guess the number. All right. Guess the number is allowing you to learn telekinesis as well as intuition, your own intuition. Okay, this is what we do at the end of the live. In the meantime, while I am choosing the number, you are going to choose, to tap that screen. If you feel hard guided to get me to 100K, it will help me because I want it. Okay. That's my ego. Again, right. My ego, identifying with my ego, validating my ego to be a something that isn't anything. Long story short, it helps me. Don't ask me how, but it does. Right. Listen, says my Miki. Right. I'm going to put a number on the board. The number is from 0 till 10. 0 till 10. I'm going to make the screen black. What you're going to do is you're going to breathe in and you're going to visualize the board as is, empty. And then you're going to ask yourself, what number did Marcia put on the board? The first number that comes to your mind is the number you put down, and then we reveal. Are we ready? We're going to do 4 of those. And whatever we end up with, Chuck, where the fuck do you see the number, Chuck? What are you trying to do? What Tabang does? 4 Marcia, 4 Marcia, 4 Marcia. Is that what you're trying to do? What the fuck, Chuck? I haven't even guessed the number. Damn, Chuck. Release the need of control. Allow, let be, let go. Oh, this is dramatic. Right, ready?